We now return to Let's Play Zeus. We do have a few problems with the city at the moment, but they're easily surmountable. So, we have quite a few people that need to be put to work. We will put them to work in the onion fields. Oh, come on, you can't drag these. I mean, that's 10 apiece, right? We could probably do even more, to be honest. Let's just go overboard. There we go. And that's 100 people out. Okay. Well, we continue on with whatever we're doing here. So I think the easiest way to handle this is going to be probably tackling the culture stuff first. Now I realize that I had said I was going to put everything towards the back so that they all kind of go forward, but the problem with that is that we're going to have a lot of unappealing buildings up around here, and they kind of have to go together. A lot of things that I want to do for this is going to be getting houses full for companies. So we need to have, I mean, we might not actually be able to get that many in this, now that I look at it. I guess I'll do this. Just kind of stick that in the corner for starters. And I'm going to require... that doesn't look like that's actually going to work. So what if I delete that, and it's not actually going to work. It's not going to work at all because, well, I guess it wasn't working at all anyway, right? Because while it acts as a connection for where a walker will appear, this one is not actually connected to a road, so this does not seem to be working. So we'll have to take that one out regardless and put this one in anyway. That's fine, because what I wanted to do here was take Boulevard Avenue, I always get those two mixed up, and then do, I guess we'll do it on the outside. I don't plan on putting houses up and along here. Oh, you know what? This probably actually had the employment, it's just that we didn't have someone walking this way. That's okay. It'll help line things up a little bit, because nothing else is 5 large, so that'll be fine. We will take and put a... okay, this can't go back here now. But it can go here, but I don't want it to go there. We'll just take that out. Put that here. This might be crucial to actually put at the end of a road, because I honestly don't know if we can afford to have him going that way. I'm going to run this a little bit faster for a moment and see if he does the 50-50. Well, so far so good. Should go the other way. And should come back. Perfect. Okay. We will bring that down just a bit. Okay, well, if I put a house here, that's going to leave me with a 3x square there. That is something that I could put... I mean, really, I could put all the culture buildings right here, and then we would not have this issue anymore. Okay, not enough. Oh! City doesn't have enough food? Oh, that's a bit of a crisis. It will soon, and we've got much in storage. So hopefully that'll last throughout the year for some time. I've also gone ahead and put some of the towers up in places. I guess I can put a tower out here, even though we will not be able to reach it. We will not have access. I don't even know if putting a road there, I think it actually has to be touching a road. I don't think even the corner will count as being there for it, which is too bad. We'll just have to deal with that situation. So, I guess I could put the road up to here. We will find out precisely how this works. Now, I did have a did have a guy there, but I wasn't paying attention to whether he walked down here or not. Since this will be on the outside, I could always have it go angle here to connect. What that would actually do for me, I'm not entirely sure. So let's look. Let's mark this out with park. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good grief. Oh, we're hosting the Olympics, apparently. So this is going to give me, probably, if I win, will give me quite a boost, because that is what was giving me... So we could put 8, if I push it over by 1. So we could get a full 8 in here. Winning... We placed second. Winning is what allowed me to have all the very good relations with everybody, and they were giving me basically 2 full warehouses full of stuff. That is not going to be the case this time around, unfortunately. Okay, so what else could I do? So we do in fact need to make the avenue go 1, 2, 3, 4, or the boulevard. God damn it. But this does pose a bit of a problem. That problem is that I guess I won't be putting in production buildings. I can put in a... I mean, this doesn't solve my problem at all. The idea of doing this was to have a gymnast or a competitor walk through here on his way to here, because when they are produced and coming out of here, they do not walk far enough that they would make it. As we see here, this fellow just gets trapped in a loop. He will not walk through the agora. Fine, fine, make me a liar.
All these extra workers aren't doing the city any good.
So maybe this will work out after all. I just have to be incredibly lucky because that's the one time he went this way. So what if he gets trapped in here, goes out here, comes back, gets trapped again, and never goes out this way? I guess we'll have to pay attention. He got trapped in there again, and now he goes, oh my god, this game is so smart. Except that he appears to have some reason only gone that far. Trapped in the loop, so now he should pop out this way, which he does, and he doesn't go all the way. Loops around, wastes a bunch of time coming around from here. That is why he does not go all the way, so it doesn't work. When he gets to here, I'm not sure it is far enough for him to be able to touch one of these houses. I guess we'll find out. I will pay attention to competitors. Does. So it's enough for this one, so I don't have to build a gym. Well, I should build a gym, but I don't have to worry about putting it at the end, because they will get the competitors. I just want to admire that for a moment, because this game came out, what, 19 years ago? Almost 2 decades old. And the programmers, this is what a game looks like when it's made by an actual development company that can actually have computer programming skills behind how it makes a game. You know, just something like that. Just something like that we take for granted. It's wonderful, because you don't see everything. Even major companies. Like I love Conan Exiles. I have played hundreds, if not 1,000 hours of that game, and it's ridiculous. I play it solo. It's a survival game. I did a quick thing of it a long time ago. I love that game. It is glitchy as hell. It utilizes the Unreal Engine, and because it's not proprietary engine made in-house, and it's just a mess. Something like that. We don't have that anymore. Sorry, rant over. Okay, I can turn this off. There you go. Likes that. I guess I could put a house here. Well, I mean, shit, I can put anything back here now. I can put an athlete. Guys, get out of my way. Oh my god. Or maybe I'll have to save it here. Probably have to save it here. In fact, it would be highly appropriate to put it here, wouldn't it? Okay. Population monument. Right there in the back. Wonderful. Okay, so let's go ahead and just put in these guys then, because we have a full agora. They're fully capable of utilizing it. We'll put park all the way along the back. We will do... Let's put the athlete monument here then. Why is it every time I'm trying to do something? We'll put, oh my fucking god. Corinthian columns there. Put some nice park down. I do kind of overutilize the park stuff, but like here I am complaining about it again. Didn't I just say this in the last episode that I always complain about the damn lack of beautification structures in this game? Corinthians. We'll have to figure something else out for this again. So, while we're here, let's do a gymnasium. And in this one, I'm going to do... Thank you. I can turn those off. I actually can turn those off. I wonder if I condense those, do I have to accept them then? Let's find out. Messages, tribute, payments, condensed payments. Maybe that'll just tell me it tried its best and failed. And we just lost some people because of why? They need horses. Explain that to me, Larissa. What the hell was just going on there? Why were they at full evolution? And then they devolved. I mean, okay, I get what's going on here. We're probably losing access to we don't have all the culture, I understand that, but... So, did I just see a competitors thing go off? Is that what's... Because we are kind of down on this. But this next one should loop and then come through again, right? Nope, I have to accept them all. So, here we go, we just lost it. Did putting that gym there throw this off? Ah, see, look, he did just go off this way twice. This appears to have broken the symmetry somehow. Now, a competitor would act as a third. Yeah, something's gone weird with this. Let's remove this and see if it comes back to one side, one side. So loop, so now should go left, which he does. Loops again, and this time he should go right. And that's how this should work. Somehow the introduction of the gym right there was throwing that off. Was it maybe production of gymnast? Troy, that's interesting. I think that's the first time we've ever talked to Troy. Okay, well, I guess that puts the kibosh on that. Well, so we do need to make a podium, not a college. Although we'll probably put a college here now, because what else am I going to do? We'll put that there, and we will take and put... it's a tax office there. I appear to have had more room here than I had initially thought. We'll put park along the backside. Okay, now that's evolved because of culture. They just need horses now. Okay. But let's pay attention to philosopher. See, now we're in a bit of a pickle. Maybe I will want to make a college. He gets there just in time. Goes down one, goes down the other. And then we've lost one, so by the time it gets there... Okay, so the thing is, though, I feel like this is not going to be balanced, because as soon as we start moving other things, then whatever is being produced here, wherever this guy is coming from, which must be this college here, right now it's balanced that he's moving stuff around. We're producing enough philosophers, but there's not enough to sustain this, I don't feel, because the minute we introduce another one, this timing might be off. So we'll be producing our own in this section. And if we look anyway, theaters is average. I need more theaters in town. Very good gymnasiums, but I'm going to clearly need more podiums. But because of what's going on here now, I'm incredibly nervous to do that. So I guess one thing I could have done, since this basically takes up 5, what with the 4 and then the decoration, I could actually put this up in here, except I would not have enough room. I'd have to get rid of the beautification, and I feel like that would probably be detrimental. I don't think that would work out so well. So I'll leave this spot for potentially a theater production building, but I don't think I'm going to want to put that there for anything else. On this side of town, where we've been kind of ignoring things, let's put a boulevard, and let's actually see how far that boulevard will go. Because I'm not quite sure. I suppose I could put another theater here. They're going to need all of that. Yeah, so maybe putting another theater producer there would be good. This one I do want to have things coming in from the end. And I don't think I left room for inspectors. This inspector is just sitting here right now, but he's not going to be able to stay there. And if I move him somewhere, he's probably not going to work. So I guess I'm going to end up putting an inspector right there and then beautifying it. So never mind. That decision appears to be made for me, unless... Let's... Oh, God, every damn time. Let's get rid of this... Oh. The gifts. What did we win? So let's see how that threw that off. Well, now he won't go that way, and twice now he's... Okay, this is a problem. Stop. I don't know why he will not go down that way, but he's not going down that way, and we're about to have a collapse. So, best not to fiddle with that anymore. Of course, I need to put in my trademark benches, even though I've got one. In fact, why don't we just make columns? Because columns actually do help. They are a bit more powerful, and they tend to block some of that bad appeal. That can remove this one, which is probably going to have to be moved elsewhere. So it'll have to be moved to the end of the road. We will need to do... Let's see. Culture of a theater. Stick that in right here. And... So if I bring this in this way... See, but it's not going to benefit me to do that because there's going to be something there. But what I can do here is do like an infirmary and then why don't we bring it up? Bring this road up one more to connect it there, to put this here, to put a flower garden in the back, and then let's see. Okay, so maybe that's what I will have to do after all anyway. That is not good. So I did kind of have that going to crisis point, so let's actually now watch this again and see if this guy... Okay. These theaters are awful. You would think that perhaps the construction of something so large would be made of something sturdier like stone, but they seem to be very highly prone to collapse, which is incredibly disturbing. But, okay, it seems to work now. We're down a bit on the olive oil. Probably because I turned olive oil sales all the way up, did I not? To 12, I've probably got somebody else selling it. Yeah, I don't know. So long as we're doing fine there, though, I'm cool with it. In fact, let's take some of our unemployment and put it into pressing. Clearly have more olives again, thanks to the expansion of that. And as far as I can tell, sculpture production is on its way. Armor seems to be pretty solid. Let's go look at things we can sell. We're selling 12 armor, and we're not getting it up there, so that's a thing. May need to put down some kind of... Well, so if I... Hold on. If I conquer 1, 2, 3, 4, so I could not take that out because it's coastline. Okay. Well, regardless, we can change the way this does things, because then we can bring this in and put this in, and we will tell this to accept armor. We'll tell it to accept half armor. I, again, don't even know that this is actually going to work. Your employees are waiting... Tell that to get. We'll see if this has any impact whatsoever, and maybe we can push the armor, because if anything, armor sales would be quite good to have. We didn't... Oh. That's actually probably the problem, not this. So we don't need that. I mean, I could have it. It really just seems a little... at this point, a little pointless to have it there. In fact, if anything, I should be having a halfway point in here, and I'm probably going to have to do that, because there is no other way for me to get horses to these agoras unless it is nearby in the town. So that's a thing. But right now our food supplies seem to be more than plentiful. We are... I wonder how high this number goes. We are on our way to 1,000,000 drachma. I should probably actually start looking at horses. Getting those in. But let's do Boulevard for a moment. We won't go all the way with it, because obviously I want to probably put something in there. Like a tax office? Sure. And then we can take Avenue, and we'll do this. So now that actually lets me put something here, like a gymnasium, but because it's not connected to the road, it would not actually spawn there, correct? So I think maybe we'll have to put it here. But I should probably test and see first what I'd actually be able to put in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, so okay, I could still do something like that. But that's going to mean effectively 1, 2, 3, 4 space, 1, 2, 3, 4 space, 1, 2, 3, 4 space. Yeah, we're not going to do this on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4 space, 1, 2, 3, 4 space, 1, 2, 3, 4 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is not an even number. And, well, I mean, if I got rid of that, I could, but then we have the same conundrum of where do I put my buildings? I don't really need the theater there. I could shrink this down, and let's actually think about that, because we have 5, 6, and 7. Remove this, I can then put a gym and an actor's studio, actor's school there instead. That solves the conundrum. It does not improve the culture of the theaters. We have an average number of theaters when we should really be having more. However, I think we can do this. So we'll do, what do we need? 1, 2, 3. So we could, yeah, we'll just do this. In which case, then I should probably swap these. So we just start at the end of the road with it. Not that one. And we'll pick. I mean, in that case, let's just be consistent here. Pick this up. That means we're going to be doing Avenue? Can't, because it's being taken up by this bit of whatever I've got going on here. Can I drag Boulevard to this? Yes, I can. Perfect. Which means that I'll have Corinthian columns, sure. And then we put our taxman back in here. We now do this. Well, let me do this first. Stick the drama school in the back. Gymnasium right there. That will not work. That will not work. That will not work. So it will have to be one back. Could even do... Okay. Because it's going to have to be to there to be safe. Which would give me some room there. So if I do, well, we'll put the gym there. Drag this up. Drama school here. Taxman here, and let's just click all of them until I find the one that works. There we go. And then we do an avenue along here, and turn this around for a moment, and there we go. And now somebody is going to have an awful damn loud actor's school right behind their house, but that should do it. And as soon as this actor gets out of my way, we can do this, and then what is the purpose of this again? I don't know, but I do know that we're going to require having a podium. Well, one way to guarantee that, I mean, I could just go back and tear this out again. And then do something else here. Because I could easily still put something there, but let me check out this appeal thing going on here. I could put another... Because this is kind of bad. This is probably what's going to be having a large impact, although this is going to be having a larger impact. And so now that I see it, it's actually pretty bad. But this is the only way I'm going to guarantee that we have actors walking this way. I cannot switch the actor out, and I can't switch the gymnast out. So... we're kind of stuck with this layout. This bad appeal, though, is going to mean that those do not evolve. So, here we are again. Conundrum. Could potentially put this over here, but that's not going to allow me to shift things to make this work. Shoot. Okay. Well, this is now going to require just a little bit of rethinking because of this mess that I've created. So I guess I'm going to end this one here, and we'll come back and see what I can do differently.